What's good, YouTube? If y'all trying to grow your hair further, I'm gonna show you how to grow your natural hair longer. In this video, I'm gonna show you how to grow your natural hair longer and give you the reasons why your hair isn't growing. Yeah, I'm here to help. I'm here to help. I see my fellas, they growing their hair out. Even for women that need to learn how to grow their hair longer, I'm gonna give you the basics, essentials, and tips on how to make your hair grow longer. Tip number one would be breakage. So with breakage is one of the factors of slow to no growth. Breakage is due to split ends or you not getting trims on a couple month basis. So with breakage, it can happen with you not protecting your hair at night. Shoot, you combing out dry hair that's not moisturized. That's bad right there. You just need to start off with getting trims. You need to get trims. I would say you get trims about every 4 months. Every 4 months, you go get a trim. Reason why is because the hair at the end is the longest hair that's been on your body, and it's basically like dead ends and stuff. So basically, this is more dull and it's more prone to break. So when it's more prone to break, the hair will split. It's different types of breakage, knots, but the one that split. So when it split, I'm gonna give you an example. When it split, over time, it's gonna keep splitting until it gets to the root. And then next thing you know, the hair falls off. So what you wanna do, you wanna take care of that. They cut those ends, and then you have healthy full hair. So that's for my people that wanna grow long hair and things like that. So what else happens with breakage? What causes breakage would be sleeping without protection. So without your do-rags, without your scarves, without your bonnets. Next, moisturize. Moisturize your hair. That goes along with the breakage and everything. So after you get out the shower, you want to use your shampoos, your conditioners, and moisturize. Moisturize, especially if you're running a comb through your hair. Always want to moisturize your hair. And even without the comb, you don't want to walk around with dry hair. Next thing you know, flakes is coming and all that. Nah, you don't need that. So, and then with dry hair, your hair is going to break. So always moisturize your hair. Next thing for growth would be to shampoo your hair once a week. Twice is kind of pushing it, but once a week, depending. Yeah, wash your hair. Basically, wash your hair. So wash your hair once a week, I would suggest. But if you need to run water, this is people that are leaving their hair out that's not getting protective styling. But if you want to wear your hair out and you need to run water through your hair another time, get in the shower, whatever the case may be, use conditioner. Conditioner is your best friend. Conditioner. Conditioner is optimal for hair growth. The reason why I told you back to the shampoo is because shampoo dries and strips out your natural hair's moisture. Like the way it grows and stuff, the natural moisture that comes out your hair and your scalp, shampoo strips all of that. So that's why we have to use conditioner after we shampoo, is to get that moisture and bring that the nutrients back in. If you're a clean junkie and you need to feel like you got to get clean, cold wash. They have cold wash. It's conditioner and shampoo mixed in one. Next, diet. Diet. Alright, so of course, what you put in your body is what makes hair grow as well. It's just not from the outside of how we treat our hair, the inside as well. So our hair is like a plant and it needs to grow. So first and foremost, y'all need to be drinking water. Y'all walking around here like zombies looking dead. Y'all water. Drink a gallon of water a day. I guarantee you do just that step, your hair will be grown. Eat foods that's rich in protein and vitamin B. Vitamin B12. What's rich in those foods? Salmon. Salmon. Eggs, milk, cheese, almonds, macadamia nuts, pause, and I think I said eggs. Did I say eggs? If I missed eggs, then I missed eggs. So eggs, avocado. Avocado is real good and it's healthy for you, especially for men. It's helping your testosterone levels as well. All right. So a clean diet. I ain't saying you can't eat nothing else. Even steak protein. It has vitamin B in it, believe it or not, and zinc. So get your steaks in and things like that, and you be good. Supplementation as well. You put that goes in your body. That's along with your diet as well. You can invest in biotin if you're lacking those meals. I would suggest like vegetarians and stuff like that. They might need to supplement biotin. If you're not a vegetarian, you can use biotin, but use at your own discretion because it is a supplement. So you got to make sure your body can take that. Pause. All right. Next, stress. Stress, man. If you got nagging girlfriends, even a nagging lifestyle, you work, something stressing you out, please take a break, take time away. I'm not saying don't go to work, but if you can find something that can suppress your stress, they have natural remedies out there where you can leave stress alone. But if it's something that you can fix and you can get away from, please knock that out. Your life and your hair will grow. I'm telling you. Stress is a big factor, and you need sleep. When you stress, you can't sleep really. So you got to get optimal sleep as well. I'm gonna put that in the lines of stress. All right, get sleep. Get your hours of sleep, man. Your healthy hours of sleep. All right. Next, must I say next? Exercise, people. Exercise, man. A lot of people don't exercise, but exercise too. Exercise plays a big part of hair growth. Just you exercising, getting blood flowing, running through your system is gonna produce hair growth. You lifting proper weights is gonna produce hair growth. The reason why is because of testosterone, this thing called testosterone. Women too. Women have testosterone. If you women don't believe you ain't got no testosterone, y'all got it too. Same thing with men. Well, of course, men got testosterone, but you want to build that up, and that's gonna actually help with hair growth, and it may relieve stress. If you go to the gym, you take time for whatever else you're doing that's bothering you. You can be in the gym, focus on it, and get rid of stress. So make sure you go to the gym, just not for your hair, for your lifestyle. I want to see my people live long. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people dying and things. We don't need that. So definitely exercise, get a healthy, clean, balanced diet. Trust me, your hair gonna grow as long as you taking care of it. All right. You ready for this last one? Bonus. Protective hairstyling. People, protective hairstyling is the key to hair growth. Y'all want to know why women always say, I don't know if you ever heard this. So I rub my eye, I gotta rub my eye. I don't know if y'all ever heard this, but women always say, oh, guys' hair can grow longer than women and things like that. Everybody's hair grows the same. Everybody's hair grows the same. Some people grow slower, but you can't grow faster than the fastest amount. Hair grows half an inch every month. That's what hair is supposed to do. Half an inch every month. That's scientifically said. Half an inch of growth every month. So, if someone is out there that does grow more than half an inch, yeah, that's possible. But on average, half an inch every month. All right. So what I was saying was protective hairstyling is key. Why people hair grow, like just the myth of men hair growing longer is because men, we don't leave our hair out really, like honestly at all. We put our hair in cornrows, some type of braiding style. We usually don't leave it out. For people that do leave it out, then that's a whole nother case. But us on a grand scale of past times, is we always put our hair in cornrows and we don't touch our hair. That's what happened. With women, they touch their hair. So with protective styling, it just avoids you manipulating your hair, combing through it, causing breakage. All right, guys, I'm glad I was able to show you how to grow your hair longer and give you tips and reasons why your hair isn't growing.